Well, I'm joined now by Stonehill head women's basketball coach and NHS alum, Trisha Brown. So first of all, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
I know you're probably very busy right now because for those at home who may not know, you are currently in the Elite Eight of the Division II tournament.
We are.
When do you guys head out to South Dakota for that?
Tomorrow.
Wow.
Tomorrow, yes. I got my new swag. I threw it right on for the
I like
interview.
that.
Yeah, thanks.
So just a few numbers I'm going to throw out real quick. You guys went 29-3, 20-1 in conference play, and you personally were named Conference Coach of the Year for the fourth time. A lot of impressive numbers in there. Tell us what this season has been like and how it feels to be one of the top 8 teams in the country right now.
It has been such an amazing season. This group that we're lucky enough to coach this year, we knew going in it was going to be a special year for a number of reasons. I had an all-league player who went down last year with an injury, season-ending injury, who it was her senior year, Kelly Martin from Situate, Mass. And without her, we really struggled last year, and it was her senior year. She was making the decision whether to come back. Thankfully, she did, because she is that special of a player. So with her coming back, with a year of growth for all of our other players, we talked in the spring that it was going to be special. How special? I was hoping that this would be where we ended up right now, and they've proven me right. They have a business-like work ethic, and that's where they got it done in the practice setting. And so we're thrilled. I mean, I've never been so excited to say I'm going to South Dakota in my life.
It is crazy. And you were talking a little bit about who you're matched up with going into the tournament. Do you know a lot about these teams that are left and how you guys stack up?
We know a little bit about them. Ashland, who is the #1 seed, they've been #1 in the country all year. They're a phenomenal program. Thankfully, we don't have them in the first round, but I hope we see them. We do play Indiana, University of Pennsylvania. The beauty of film exchange and technology is that I've watched a lot of film on them in the last 2 days, so I know a lot about them, and I'm really excited. We match up very well with this team, so I'm excited that this is our first round matchup.
So I want to go back now a little bit to the beginning. We're going to work our way back up to present day. We got to get some Nord in there. So as I mentioned, you are a Nord High alum.
Yes.
You were a 2-sport athlete, is that correct? Softball?
3, actually.
3.
Soccer
As well, okay. Yeah. So what do you remember about your experiences at Nord High, and how special were some of the teams that you played on when you were here? Oh, amazing.
I'll probably get emotional talking about Nord High. I just loved every minute of, not only the academic experience here, wonderful teachers and principals, but the coaches here that I was fortunate enough to play for. Kevin Murphy in soccer, Giles Parker in basketball, and Kathy Shakoy in softball, who just was put into the Hall of Fame here. Just a tremendous experience. All 3 very talented coaches and great teams. Our basketball team did very, very well. We had quite a number of probably Hall of Fame players in Christine Jennings and Cheryl Troiani, kids that I graduated. And then we had the younger kids, Suzanne Marr, Allison Mahan, who both went on to play Division I basketball. So my senior year, we were a pretty talented group and had a lot of fun as well. Yeah.
So then from there, you went on to play basketball and softball at Harvard, correct?
Yes.
And at what point did you realize, all right, maybe I want to get into the coaching side of it? Was it while you were playing at Harvard?
It probably was younger than that. I'm from a big family. If people are watching this, they know the Brown family. Yep. I'm one of 8. So athletics was always a part of my life. And, I had always thought that it could be something that I did pursue. And even as I was graduating, I talked to my college coach and talked to her about staying to coach. But I also wanted to, try the whole corporate America thing. So I was fortunate enough to get a job, moved out to Chicago, and worked for a software firm for a while. And then I knew I'd eventually come back to this area, being from a big family. And my parents were thrilled that I was coming back unemployed. With that Harvard degree, they were really excited about that. And while I was looking for a job, actually, a school in a suburb of Norwood, the head coach.
We don't say that name.
I know, I don't like to say it either. But the coach there asked me to just help her out that year that I was looking for a job. And I loved being back in the gym, and I knew that that's where I wanted to be. And I am the luckiest person in the world, because the assistant coach job at Harvard opened up the next year. So my college coach was silly enough to give me my first opportunity, and it was a good one.
Well, it sounds like you made a pretty good career choice because you're in your 17th season now at Stonehill.
Yes.
You obviously still have a lot of ties to Nord, including a former player who's now a guidance counselor here at the high school, Kristin McDonald, who you coached at Stonehill.
The best.
So her Braintree team is in the state finals coming up on Saturday.
Exactly.
What was it like coaching Kristin? Give us a little bit of insight on her.
Oh, how much time do we have? Honestly, one of the most competitive players I've ever coached in my life. She just, and sadly I only coached her for 2 years because I just had got the job when she was going into her junior year. Toughest player, most competitive. I was really, really lucky to have her when I first started, because as a new head coach, I didn't really know what I was doing, but she did. So I just kind of told the others to do what she was doing a lot,
right.
And it worked out. Literally in my second year at Stonehill, Kristin's senior year, she brought us to the regional final, and it was an amazing experience because she just threw us all on her back, and we went to the regional final. And
wow.
Yeah, and how lucky those Braintree kids are. She is a phenomenal coach, but more importantly, just a person.
So you're not surprised at all by her success as a coach?
Oh no, she actually coached with me at Stonehill for 2 years.
Oh really?
And
I didn't know that actually.
I pleaded and begged to have her stay, but at the time she was looking for greatness at Norwood High. No, I mean, the fact that she ended up at Norwood High, I cry about it all the time, like, you're at Norwood High. But she is so talented. I always tell her, if you want to make a change, there's a seat right next to me. Although she'll probably bump me off the bench, and that'll be her seat eventually. But
well, there's so much more basketball we could dive into. Unfortunately, we have an hour show, so we would love for you to come back another time.
I would love to.
Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
You will have to come back just to check in with us to let us know how you guys did.
I would love
out
to.
in South Dakota.
Love
so
to.
Again, thank you very much for joining us, taking the time out of your day for this.
My pleasure.
We'll be right back.